Right, dodgy headset test. Is it working? Testing bit of volume inside the car, around about there, around there, around there, around there, and around there, and hopefully that. Excellent. Right. Good evening to those who are watching live or watching later to Racing Rivals Series Season 5, Round 5 of their Sprint Endurance Series, which is the final round tonight. And Mist should be pretty much champion-elect. So I have my notepad here so I can do the live scores and work these out in between rounds, but I think basically he just has to make sure he finishes both races. He could still get disconnected. It's a possibility. So let's just see if we can find the standings. So yeah, Mist is currently leading on 187 points. With Grandad, let's find Grandad's livery. Yeah, he's running his Grandad car, isn't he? He's second on 160, so 27 points behind. They get 16 down to, well, 1, or 15 down to 1, sorry, for the sprint, and double that for the endurance. So mathematically, yeah, it's not over. And Summerus, mathematically, he's only 1 point behind Grandad on 159. Falcon is further 10 back, 149. He's in fourth. In fifth is Scary Biker. What's Scary Biker on 140, and then we've got Pilgrim on 123. Footy Mad on 120, Footer on 100. Pilgrim, Footy Mad, Footer, they had some good races recently. Reasonable form. And then we've got Scab in 9th place on 99. Ricky 10th place on 87. Smithy also on 87. And then Speed Freak 12. I don't think we'll see BMW Racer because he's only been here for one race. So all set up for the sprint, which should be a 15-minute race. Looks like we're at Autopolis short track. Tyre wear fuel is off, yep, and 542 brake on a GT4 car, 1350 kilos, full setup allowed, and the Genesis Group 4. So let's have a look at what's going on. I actually quite like this track. I hate the full version. So the full version is a track where you don't use all of the track. The fastest laps are sort of like sitting in the middle of the track a lot of the time, and that's just so awkward and unnatural. At least in this version, apart from the twisty bit, which Mist is coming up to now. It's sort of the middle of the track, so you sort of don't go right out to the exit there and don't there. It's a kind of double left-hander. But that's it really. Other than that, it's just use the full track. The full course is all of the last section is just sitting in the middle of the track. You have to kind of imagine there's a kind of track limits line somewhere. It's just, so it means the faster you try and go, actually the slower you go. God, it's irritating. But actually, if you think about it, quite clever. Ooh, That's close, but it looks like Falcon is setting the pace at the minute. So who else we got on track at the minute? Scary Biker. Oh, he's running the Castrol liveries and Pilgrim. We're having a sort of a mock battle. Oh, that was a combination of horrible lag and and a twitch. Oversteer moment. Oh, too much power. So should we watch on a lap? Let's watch Pilgrim on a lap then. So yeah, you got to hold it tight, wait, and then get on the throttle earlier than you think. Take as much of that inside curb as possible. And you don't even need to use the exit curb on the way out of there. So turn 1 is deceptive. It's kind of falls away from you, so it's a bit blind. Oh, he's going to pits. Let's pick someone else. Let's pick Fudder. Where's he? Yeah, he's come out of turn 1. So now you go around this infield section and you try and keep it straight. Clip these curves on the inside. You can run it out wide here, or you can run it tight. I tend to run it tight, but I think the fastest line is actually to take a full apex around that hairpin, this corner. Again, you got to wait for it to start coming in before you put your foot down. Usually the trick is to wait for that little green barrier on the outside of the corner, where you can actually, I think actually the circuit experience tells you what is what, when to put your foot down. So I'll watch Scary on a lap then. Yep, so you don't need to run out to the exit. To turn 1, it's after the 100 metre board. Even though it's falls away from you, it's a little bit after. Even with these high pack guys, wait for it to get in early on the powered out. Don't worry about this little kink, you can hit it or not, doesn't matter. And there's corner, little concrete marker there, float it in, let it float all the way around. You can take this tight on the way in, but don't keep it tight, don't go all the way out. And then he's gone down the middle line into the hairpin rather than swung it across. Yeah, and trying to get on the power as early as you can without it doing that. So he's going to float in, wait now. No, too late in the throttle. And then that corner is again that right hand, you're going to hold it tight or float it out. It doesn't make much difference to your lap time. This does though. All about how early you can get on the power. What you really should do is go wide in and tight out. A lap of or top of this short, see what Falcon is doing. He's setting the pace. He's going my line, so he's going tight in the way into that hairpin. Because it's a hairpin, there's 1 or 2 mile an hour difference between corner speed, whether you take a wide apex or not. He's not going as early in the throttle for that corner as I thought he might. He car specific brake just after that little right turn sign. Yeah, he's going wide in, tight out, trying to straighten the exit and use loads of that curb like he just did. Loads and loads of it. It lets you get away with a big curb ride there. Here is he into turn 1. No, too soon on the turn in. That was just a mistake. He's backed out of it. So what's Pilgrim doing? He's gone for the wide line into the hairpin. So I see 45 mile an hour terminal speed. Let's see what else other people are doing. In fact, let's have a look. So this is Smithy. He's kind of got a bit of a twitch, but he's kind of middle line. Got loads coming up to that hairpin. So some of us about 2-3 mile an hour down on his terminal speed, but I didn't see what his way in was. So Scary doing a practice start. Must be about ready to go. Who else is coming up to that hairpin? Pretty critical corner. Scary as well. Panay. Is he going to push or not? So he's going for the wide-ish line in. See 43, 44, 44 mile an hour. Terminal speed. I didn't see what Pilgrim's doing. Footy mad. Didn't see his line. Come on. I hate the way you can't get to the car. Once Summerus is coming up to it. So the line is he taking? He's going the tight line. And his terminal speed was about 39 I saw there. A bit slower. I think, judging by the time, we're waiting for Scav to come and go. And we're probably going to be starting in a minute. So yeah, Grandad needs to beat Mist, Summerus really, and Falcon and Scary really, for any of them to have a chance. They all need to beat him. Maybe they need to beat him up on track. Mist to be starting at the back because it's a sprint race versus grid. Heard a spinner. Keyboard check. Yes. So, yeah, don't know what we're waiting for. Ah. Looks like we should be about ready to go. Let's go near the back and see what's happening with the starters that are involved in this championship. So go. It's pretty even speed. Freak and Ricky at the front. Pilgrim might have a slight run on Summerus. Yep, all looks fairly reasonable for turn one. No, my headset's crackling. Better. So Misty's at the back, Grandad's with him. And Falcon looks like he's making the most gains from those starting at the back. And they're all holding it pretty clean going into that hairpin. So Mist is going down the outside of Grandad from the hairpin. And Falcon is totally making a break for it. And Pilgrim. They've gone together up through the field. And 4 wide. Nice. Briefly. And I think Pilgrim won out of that as well. But oh no, so Falcon went out of that. Pilgrim's going with him now. And I think he's going to get him down the inside turn one. Or Falcon's going to turn in on him. Big squeeze and a bit of rubbing on the way out. Yeah, that's pretty fair enough though, really. So, where is Mist? He is still down near the back, isn't he? Oh, he's just going up to 9th. And Grandad's 8th, Summer 7th. Yep, Scary Bike is 6th. Speed Freak is holding lead over Smithy. But it's going to be close. So, what is Falcon going to do about Pilgrim? They all need to beat each other, really, which should make for a good race. And he's going down the inside, but he's gone deep, and he's gone off, and that could be costly. Yeah, he's going to drop 2-3 places, and is actually now back with Grandad and Mist. Oh, Mist just picked up a penalty. So that leaves Pilgrim with a good opportunity to at the moment gain quite a few points, but it won't finish like this. Not unless Falcon and Grandad and Mist all sort of take loads of, and Summerus as well, actually take loads of time from each other battling, which it looks like they're going to do right now. So Summerus having to go tight into the hairpin. Falcon's going to have to settle in behind. Grandad is maintaining his place ahead of Mist. Quick look, see what's going up the front. Oh, Smithy. Oh, he's got quite a lead suddenly because Speed Freak has dropped back to 3rd, and Scary having a good late solid dive. That was a nice move, and he's going to hold that. Summerus now finds himself with a car between himself and Falcon. Falcon is looking down the outside. So Footy Mad is going to kind of send it on Summerus, and is Falcon going to benefit from that? Not quite. And Mist has managed to get a turn the inside of Grandad. And having a look at Falcon, oh, it's that Speed Freak going off, I think it was. So battle, which probably go race long between Summerus, Falcon, Mist, Grandad, Ricky, Speed Freak. They want to try and stay with them really to learn a few things. That's what you should do. So Smithy's lead looks like it's come down by about half a second, and it's going to come down more. Oh, did I see him have a penalty? Oh, it was someone else. Scary. Mist is now up to 4th. Didn't see what happened there. Let's have a look. It's Falcon and Summerus battling too hard. Oh, a bit of a accidental pit manoeuvre. Grandad's gone through. Falcon has carried on, and he probably should have done anyway. So it switches around again. Now Mist finds himself with several cars ahead of, well, some of his protagonists. So Smithy's lead now is only about 8 tenths. Pilgrim's going to be in the draft probably after this corner. So fastest sector. I've already got the fastest lap. Saw 108s in practice though. So lead's gone up through the final corner. Yep, Mist is now away and clear. Grandad will have Falcon to contend with for a few laps at least. And Summerus up there. So stringing out a little bit. Mist now setting fastest sectors. If he wins this, I think it's mathematically pretty much over. Someone's going to have to pull the plug on his ISP, on his internet, basically. my phone, I think. Right, anyway. So, Smithy is... well, the lead's fluctuating. Mist... if Pilgrim doesn't do it soon, Mist is going to be right in there and hunting for a win. Oh, Falcon having a look down inside of Grandad. It's a late move, but it's a good one. Nothing wrong with that at all. Yeah, it was a late dive, but you can do that on turn 1. It lets you get away with a dive. So will Grandad be trying to get that place back or not? So Mist is about 3 seconds over them. Looking comfortable for the championship. Pilgrim is still not catching Scary Biker. No, sorry, Smithy. In fact, he's being caught by Scary Biker. So Scary does a 109.2, yeah, and Pilgrim's in a 109.7. Both still quicker than Smithy, though. So, Summerus looks like he's put in a bit of pressure on Grandad now. And Scary's really putting pressure on Pilgrim. Getting nice and tight into the hairpin. As he tamed that twitchy car. Of the last couple of rounds, and he needs to do something because Mist is only, well, he's within slipstream range behind just about, and is now. So is he going to get early power? Oh, he is, but it's too much. Is that going to leave him vulnerable to Mist? Doesn't look like it. No, he's just going to follow through turn 1. Oh, big. He's still got that twitchy car, hasn't he? Too aggressive on the power, or that car is, despite it's being set up by himself, isn't really set up for himself. Always want to try and set it up for your driving style. If he likes early power. Oh, late move by Mist. Doesn't, yeah, he's backed out a bit, so he should. Yeah, Smithy's lead fluctuating a little bit. I mean, Pilgrim's sort of caught him a little bit. So Scary and Mist are now taking time out of each other, and now Falcon is going to be joining this battle in a minute. Should be a 5-way battle for the lead. So, who's close enough to make a move? No one, but it's all going to close up under the slipstream. Yeah, Falcon's down to 1.3 seconds behind this lot. This should be a good view, really, from here. So yeah, dive down the hairpin. You need quite a big... Oh, Scary's still struggling with that rear end. Yeah, you can get it down the inside of the hairpin, but it's just not worth it. You might as well just wait for this corner or the turn 1. All looking pretty close. Good use of that last curve. But again, no one really close enough to do anything. Half a second, a couple of tenths. Oh, Falcon is now just about within the slipstream range of this lot, so yeah. 3 minutes left. Might make 3 laps. It's going to be a 5-way battle. Mist looks like the one most likely to gain some position. So, well, I haven't said that. In comes Falcon. How far away is Grandad? It's 3.5 seconds. So Mist trying to move on the long left-hander, and he's not going to make it. Falcon getting both down the inside here. They're both going to be tight, compromised. He's having a look. Crap camera angle. Can't, oh, it's a hit. Crap camera work from. Let's have a look again from GT7 doing its close-up glory shots. Yeah, it's all just 3 into 1 doesn't go really, wasn't it? It's kind of resumed, but that's now just given Pilgrim a massive free run now to attack Scary without any pressure. And he's got a couple of laps to try something. So Mist, best he can get is a 3rd. Worst he can get is a 12th. Oh, Falcon very eager on the power, just about got away with that. And say Grandad was 3.5 seconds back, he's now 1.5, less than 1.5. Nope, Pilgrim's just not bad enough to get that last corner where he needs it to be. So Falcon's had a better exit than Mist here. Someone needs to take points off him. And sometimes that means you can just make a real late lunge. That's probably real life racing rather than GT7. Now Pilgrim's dropping back from Scary. So this will be the last lap. It's probably going to finish like this. Pretty close finish though. I mean, we got 3rd to what, 7th, all covered by a couple of about 3 or 4 seconds. All in the same camera shot anyway. Looks like Smithy is going to have that one. Yeah, so we're going to finish there. Nice result for Smithy. He looks happy about that. Pilgrim 2nd, only want to take points off Mist. He comes in 4th, behind Scary, and Falcon, Grandad, Summerus. And Footy Mad, Footer, Ricky, Speed Freak, Scav. Sorry for not giving you any time on the stream, but if you want a feature, you need to get at the front and get battling. It's as simple as that. Oh, is that Ricky going off right in the last corner with Speed Freak? Interesting, I could hear some talking on my headset there. That's muted. That's muted. So, I think let's do some points. So Mist is going to pick up. So I think it's 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. So a good win for Smithy. He'll be happy with that one. Pilgrim comes in 2nd. So Pilgrim, I wouldn't put him down on there. He's going to pick up, what, 14 now, isn't he? I'll work this out later. Yeah, Mist gets fastest lap as well, so it's another +1 on him. And say that pretty much mathematically makes that certain. Oh, my controller has disconnected. No, it hasn't. Right, I'm going to put it on a bit of spectator view while they... So this is the 30-minute race with tyre wear on fuel ×3. Can't remember where Grandad finished. He was 6th. Summerus was 7th. Falcon was 5th. And Scary won, didn't he? Oh, mate, that Mister's got a 22-point lead. Oh no, 23 because he had fastest lap, didn't he? 23-point lead, so it's not mathematically over. Let's say the Grandad is on 180 now then, so Summerus a further 12 behind that, so Summerus is out of it, as is Falcon, Scary, Pilgrim, so it's just between Mist and Grandad. And basically, I think that means it's double points, isn't it? So Grandad needs to come 5th and Mist needs to disconnect. That's the worst case scenario for Grandad. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 in the lobby, I think, but that includes me. 12 in the lobby. Yeah, Mist needs to disconnect. If Mist comes last and Grandad wins the fastest lap, they'll be on equal points, I make that. So that's basically... someone needs to hack Mist's internet connection, otherwise he's won that. So almost can do GG's before and congrats before it's even over. Anyway, 30-minute race on the endurance, so tyre wear on time soon time. So you've got random weather and it can rain here. And then yeah, it's 545 brake, 1400 kilos, full setup is allowed on the G70 Group 4 car. I'm going to have a quick look here. See if there's any rain on the radar. Doesn't look like it. It'd be very rarely rains in Gran Turismo, even when you set it to random and rain is a possibility. I think that the variable's about 10 or 15%, and it's not even that. So that doesn't think rain. It's a shame. Right, so be reverse grid from that, so I'm going to see who's doing what now. Oops. So mediums, hards for Falcon. No, he ruins his tyres, doesn't he? Too much steering input or too heavy on the brakes. It's like it's a medium hard race though to start off with. So Summerus is getting 5 laps, and what's that? About 20% wear on his tyres. So they will last pretty well. It's only a minute a lap though, not many quarters. Pretty mad. He's on the mediums, lagging a bit. Falcon is getting, it looks like he's getting some reasonable tyre wear on his hards, but it probably should be a bit less than that. Same number of laps as Summerus. Tyre wear and fuel burn looks even. So what else we got going on here? Yeah, Smithy there. Speed Freak. Looking very comfortable on tyre wear. Ricky's only done a lap. And Scary and the rest are in the pits. Oh, fastest sector though. Have a look, see what he's doing. Fastest sector is just a good turn 1 basically in this track. Mind you, he won the first. No, I get confused between Smithy and Scary Biker. I don't know why. No, it's Smithy who won the first race, wasn't it? I think Scary was in 3rd, so he has got pace on this track. And then just as you start saying fastest sectors, the fastest sector thing stops working. I don't you love Gran Turismo. Half a tenth off this setting the pace. Yeah, so champion-elect is going on. Probably won't know that he's pretty much as good as won it, and he could put it on auto drive. You could let the AI do it and get lapped 10 times, maybe even 20 times. And these cars will be similar pace to the Genesis, but 4-wheel drive though, which means more stable but wrecks tyres. So I think everyone looks on fairly similar tyre wear by lap 5. Except Falcon, of course, who's on hards and putting a lot of wear through him. Soon work out what happens. I'm going to look at his red dot. Yeah, he's cranking that right over, but he would do in that corner. So the biggest secret to Gran Turismo in saving your tyres is not Yeah, cranking it right over like that, red dot. Or turn in smooth rather than whack it in, because it'll wreck the tyres. Oh, he's right in the limit of full turn there, and then he's gone into the back of Grandad. He was going slow, and everyone's got their wipers on. So it must be about ready to go. It's 1 minute past 9. Should have kicked off. In reverse grid order, and it looks like Grandad has not set the grid yet, because we should have. It should be up as a scav at the front. It is. And Ricky and Speed footer. Oh no! Of course, sorry, my mistake. It's sprint race finishing order, isn't it? I was thinking of another series. Totally different community. Yeah, so that is right. He has set the grid, and he's starting anyway. In case that wasn't obvious. So get some of that on. Let's have a look near the front. On come the lights. And off the line, the best is pretty much as even as you can get with all of them. Maybe Pilgrim, but a slightly better jump. Scary's looks like he's going to decide to go around the outside, take the wide line in to, yeah, go around the outside. Nicely done. Mist is having a look as well. All looking tight and all looking completely clean. Mist having a look around the outside of Pilgrim, and he's made that stick. So Pilgrim's managed to lose 2 places and 2 corners. And Falcon is being attacked by Grandad on the inside, but it's actually going to be an attempt to get close to Pilgrim, but not quite. I hear sliding. No, I don't. It's just squealing tyres. Squealing tyres and a spin sound the same in Gran Turismo. So all looking pretty stable right at the front. Grandad is going down the inside of some wrestling. Oh, Falcon's gone deep. Which does that leave footer with a better exit on him? Not quite. Right, so Scary is going, having a look down the inside of Smithy, but not quite making it. And Pilgrim is getting missed back there. Missed that one. Was that just on the draft? Yeah, I think Mist just got to back out of it in turn 1. So Smithy trying around the outside. No, Scary trying around the outside. Yeah, you can't do that there. So such an annoying track for trying to get past anywhere but turn 1, really. If you do it at the last corner, you just get repassed on the straight. You do it in the hairpin, well, it's difficult. You can do it into turn 2, or technically turn 3. But if the pace is similar, it never comes off. Right, so Mist attacking Scary Biker, and I think Pilgrim is going to attack Smithy as well. Oh, and Scary's trying to go in between the pair of them. I think Pilgrim's managed that. Yeah, he has. So this is a good scrap list. Grandad's now getting involved. Keep it going, guys. Yep, so Mist has just managed to sneak up the inside of Scary. So they're swapping places quite nicely. Oh no! And who was that? I think that was Mist, wasn't it? And that looked like essentially a T-bone. Oh, that'd be... Was it a punt from behind? And it was going into the hairpin, wasn't it? Looked like a pit manoeuvre. Was it Grandad? What was I looking at then? No, this is live. That's why. Oh, my keyboard disconnected in the middle of me pressing buttons. Well, that was handy. God, this is there, isn't it? Off. Haven't missed anything there though. Sommerus has managed to find himself in third place. I'm going to go to this view because I'm missing everything. Yeah, it was missed, and he's down in 11th place. Grandad almost be wishing that was happening in the first race. Apologies there, I got completely lost. This is my keyboard disconnected. I think I tugged the lead of my USB bus a bit too hard. Anyway. So Pilgrim has managed to find himself in the lead. I didn't quite see how that happened. But there was a definite pit manoeuvre there somewhere on Mist. So, Smithy having a look back at Pilgrim. Nothing doing. Grandad up into 4th. Falcon is probably going to fall back a little bit because he's on the hards, although looks like he has fastest lap at the minute. And the fastest lap, for some reason, isn't showing up on my display. Gran Turismo, my equipment is having a nice day today. Not. So Pilgrim is slightly extending his lead, but Smith is just hanging on in the slipstream. Summerus is looking tasty and he's going down the inside. Now you're going to need to get a really, really good exit, but Smith is right on his bumper. And unless you get a really good exit... No, he's actually holding it. That's what I was saying, unless you get a really good exit, it's really difficult to hold it into turn 1, but then he might be running. Oh, it's going too deep. Lost his braking completely. What a shame. But we're thinking about too much about straight line speed. As I say, there must be a difference in the setups. So that leaves Grandad and Pilgrim battling it out. Summerus is down in 6th. Nick's missed up to 8th. Grandad finds himself 2nd. He'd still need to win and get fastest lap though. So he'd need a fastest lap somewhere. So Smithy is definitely hitting his front tyres harder than Grandad. And Pilgrim's hitting his front left a little bit more. So Grandad again has a tyre advantage. Falcon is trying to make the hards work, probably because he doesn't have much choice at the moment. So Mist has got himself to 7th past Footer. So we can find out, was it into that last corner? Probably. By the lines it looked like it was. Footer's going to follow into turn 1. So Grandad under pressure from Pilgrim now, and it's also putting pressure on Smithy. It's another close race this. Could be anyone's. He's in loads of curb on the hairpin. Bit of a slightly tighter line, but that's compromised his speed out. And Pilgrim's going to have a look down the inside. Is he going to give him room or run him out? He's going to give him room. Well done. Still side by side. Grandad should have the inside. Is he going to leave him room for the exit curb? He is. Can they do an entire lap side by side? No, not quite. So Falcon is now caught right up. That's doing well for him on his hard tyres actually, this lap back then. It suits him nicely, that does. Because I assume he's going to go for mediums later and get more pace. Smithy running past that exit curb. And now again, Grandad right on his bumper. And Pilgrim having to defend from Falcon. Falcon just wants to keep up with this lot. He doesn't need to make any moves, so long as they keep battling. In fact, if anything, he wants to give people like Pilgrim, oh, he's gone deep or been touched. I was about to say, give Pilgrim a little bump draft. Just to keep Pilgrim nice and close to Grandad. Keep them all attacking. Oops. But just keeping the slipstream. You don't need to overtake. You got a strategy advantage at the minute, but he's going to have a look anyway. And Pilgrim defended that. And is getting punted deep, and I think there's a domino effect there on Grandad as well. And that is not... Yeah, it did. And now, is Falcon going to back out of all that and let him past? No, Smithy's gone in the pits as well. He's going to carry on. He's probably looking at a penalty there. Footy mad as a result of that. He's managed to find himself in third place. How did he do that? There's a domino. Falcon technically took out 2 cars there. But hey ho. Stonewall penalty if you ask me. And he's going to keep going. And so he didn't even need to try. He could have just sat with them. And unless the other guys are going to go medium, so he might have gone hard, soft, hard, medium. I don't know. Well, Grandad is definitely not going to make... I mean, this is another 4 or 5 laps. He's not going to do that on those tyres, I don't think. If they are, they're going to be wrecked. So it might be a medium hard race anyway, or Footy Mad and Pilgrim getting together. And that's Pilgrim now in recovery mode. And Summerus has been in recovery mode for quite a few laps now. Oh. And was that an accidental run off there by Footy? Jinked. He looked. No. Oh. Run him off. So that hard strategy is looking pretty good for Falcon now. Pilgrim may well have just rage quit. Don't know. Which is good for Mist and terrible for Grandad. But as I say, it's just mathematical. So Mist is now kind of back up to where he was, having a late move on Footy Mad, but that looks okay. He's got better front tyres. More braking grip. And Summerus on knackered mediums is just set a fastest sector. That'll be the fuel burn. So Grandad is usually really good on his tyres. He's destroying his fronts in this race. I mean, he's almost got twice as much wear as Summerus on those fronts. And Mist. He's got worse tyre wear than everyone around him. Our footer's running a hard strategy, and that's pretty good tyre wear. Scary Biker is dropped well down because of all that action, and Smithy has been out for a while on his new mediums, and he's going to have to do a long distance on those as well. And Falcon's setting faster sectors. This is all because of just the speed down the straight, start finish straight on one corner. So Grandad now is starting to suffer with those tyres. Sunrush has massively better tyre wear. He could almost do him wherever he likes. He could probably even run onto the marbles and do him. He could go around the outside of this corner if he knows it. Or even turn in sooner, which he has done. I think he grinned for his mouth first picking the wrong car. So Grandad's going to have to pit this lap. He's just going to have to. He can't stay, even if he needs to stay out another lap for strategy. He's going to have to. Sunrush has gone deep. That's a shame. Now Grandad is staying out. Will that left front even last? Sunrush is in. Footy Man's in. Scary Biker, I suspect, is going to be in. No, he's not. He's staying out. Smithy has got people with knackered tyres all around him. So Falcon's starting to look very comfortable now. I don't know what the crossover was on those hards, 110s. And this lot of battling anyway. They even missed doing similar lap times on pretty warm mediums. Grandad looks like his left front has gone, judging by that. Just completely understeered out in the hairpin. So it's that old battle again, Falcon versus Mist. And that's difficult to call. Have a quick look at how Silt's going on. So Grandad, he can't even get around the corner. Definitely should have come in a lap early. See the tyre wheels turning as well. There's just the car's just going straight on. Can even just get it wrong in the pit lane as well, but he hasn't. Mist is in the pits. Yeah, maybe for new mediums, I think. So Smithy resumes second place, having had a pit stop. I don't know what the pit stop time is. Let's have a look. Oh, it's pretty quick. What's that? 19 seconds, 18 seconds, and Falcon has a 17-second lead. Ricky and Footer, who have stayed out, so Footer might have a good strategy here. Staying out in those hards. Ricky's gone not deep enough, unfortunately, for Footer to get around. So Ricky's really made those mediums last. But if he wants a good result, he wants to go on softs, I think. But he could do that. He could get another couple of laps easy. So can Footer. Footer's got to be doing hard soft. He's coming in. Soon find out. His wipers are going. I see no rain. I hear it though. We've got rain. Oh, how interesting. That random weather with no rain set has actually decided to rain. You are witnessing something remarkable here. I think that's pretty much the first time I've ever seen that. It's only a brief shower by the looks of it though. I can't get the... Oh, I'd have to go out the lobby, and I'm not doing that. Yeah, it's definitely raining around the back part of the circuit. Oh, Falcon's lost it in the pits. How much time did he lose? He's gone straight on slicks, in the wet. I imagine everyone's going to be in now. But this is good because... Oh, Smithy is staying out. Does he think it's going to be a short shower? He knows more than me with his own radar map. What's Falcon come out on? It's come out on softs. Oh, right, okay, interesting. It must only be raining a little bit and in the back part of the track. Unfortunately for Falcon, right where the pit entry was. I mean, that's raining enough there. Well, the wet marker sort of indicates you could get away with softs, but once that little marker goes past that third line, you really got to be on inters. So it's wet all round here and will be wetter and wetter. Falcon's not going to let that bother him. He's on the softs versus warm medium, so he should easily be able to get this. Just don't outbrake yourself. Yeah, now that indicator's telling me it's inters conditions. Smithy going in. He is. Is he going to go for inters? What does their weather radar say? It looks a bit brighter to me. Need a convertible. I can't look up any of those views. Oh, don't want to be doing that though. It's extra wet out there. So what else is going on? Yeah, mist on mediums. Summerus on mediums going past him. Oh, Grandad's gone off, and so is Footy Mad. They're all getting caught out by the weather now. They're all going off. Smithy going to follow them all? Or did he see it happening? Oh, that was Ricky going right off. Excellent. I want to be a spectator at turn 1, because they're all just discovering that there's less grip than they thought. Scav's on inters, so is Speed Freak. Yeah, it was too wet for slicks now. You're going to have to come in. You've got to go with the conditions. That's what they say. You can try strategies and try taking a gamble. But really, the only strategy is you go with the conditions. If it's wet, you pit. If it's not. So you can't even get around the last corner without, which is barely a corner, without running off the track. So we'll see what some lap times are. 1:23. Misses in 1:24. Summerus on mediums is coming in. Is he going to go straight on? Not quite. Smithy is staying out in mediums. Grandad's had enough and he's going straight on as well. So who's the highest into... Oh, Footer's on full wets. That's not wet enough for full wets. He'll have more grip on the inters. But maybe you can see something on the radar. I can't. He's gone deep in turn 1 though. Scav's having him back on his intermediate tyres. And that could even be that. So he's on a 1:16. He's 23 seconds behind and about... Well, I was going to say 10 seconds a lap faster, but not quite. He'll close that lead down in a couple of laps. This is why you just, rather than trying to stay out, you pit. Because you can lose a 30-second lead in a couple of laps. This is getting really slow, in fact short shifted. Oh, Smithy's gone wide, everyone's sort of all over the place. Footer's going to just walk around the outside of him on his wets. So Scav, seeing as Falcon has stayed out, Mr. stayed out, if Scav can look after those mediums, it could be in for a win here. I think Footer should have been on inters rather than wets. So it depends what the rain is doing. Maybe they had this in practice and found that it looks like it stopped raining to me. It must have done a bit of practice on these conditions. Oh, let's see the weather radar. So Scav's going to lose his pace advantage this lap, and then his Inter's going to be wrecked. Summerus might be able to make it though. Scav looks like he's gone wide. Yeah, that's just tyre wear. Didn't see Summerus was on the Inters. Although it looks like he pitted a lap or two too late. So Falcon is deciding to drive on the wet line on slicks. Still just beyond slicks optimal down there. Did you buy the tyre indicator? Yeah, Scav and Footer are in. Summerus is staying out. He probably can stay out on those. But again, he's on a 112 and Falcon's on a 114. Missed it slow though. Although Falcon might be a bit of an issue on fuel. Didn't rain long enough and hard enough. It was just a brief shower. They'd have seen that on their weather radars. And I didn't. Couldn't. So Falcon will want to be... Oh, he's going in. Oh, he's going straight on. Everyone does that. That pit entry is so sharp. Oh, you needed fuel. Mist is going to stay out though. Yeah, okay, so that inter advantage is going to go pretty quick. Sun's out as well, but that's it. Well, that was interesting for a bit there. It's all resumed. Summerus will need to stop. He's got 4, possibly 5 laps to do on those inters, and they'll never make it. He's just going to have to accept the time loss on the track. He's, yeah, as I say, going out wide, which probably isn't a bad thing. Means it'd be wetter out there. So, by luck or by judgment, Mist suddenly finds herself out with a nice big lead and cruising. Summerus is in. Is he going to go straight on? No, probably learned earlier. And saying fastest sectors, comfortably fastest sectors. Yep. So, well, look at those inters. Unless he sees more rain in his weather radar, but that won't matter now, because they just won't grip up at all. They'll have nothing left on them. See he's understeering there as well. Summerus is back out in the softs and he'll eat Grandad up in no time. And Scab's out in softs as well. Footer's out in mediums. Scary's out in softs. Footy's on softs. Speed Freak and Ricky having a nice little battle. Both on softs. Oh, Speed Freak going right on the curb. Scary moment for Speed Freak. Still, this battle's going to continue. Speed Freak does have a marginal tyre advantage and fuel advantage. Yep, down inside turn 1, well done. So yeah, Mist has extended his lead by nearly a second there with Smithy, who is losing about 7/10 of a second to Falcon per lap. Somewhere in the middle of nowhere, but setting the fastest lap. And Scab as well. Grandad has changed his tyres. He's on the softs. Not like you could do. And I think there's some people trying to take a chance there, but they'd have had a lot more information on the weather than I would have done. So it looks like Falcon and Smithy are about to engage in battle. They should get one more lap at it as well. So how close can Falcon get here? Nice and close. Better exit? No, not a better exit. So if he wants to get second place, he needs to do it unconventionally. Yeah, can't do it there. Oh, he's looking at a tighter line. Will he switch back for the inside? No, he's going to try and go around the outside. Out of the side, we've had some people who weren't lapped about to be classed as lapped crossing the line. Can he get a better exit? That's pretty good. He needs to make a dive if he's going to make that work. He's going to go for the outside. Can get the tighter exit there and a faster run over the curb, but no, it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. So, Mist wins race and championship fairly comfortably in the end. Smithy has picked up a good second place, good result for him, that first and second. Falcon in third, Summer's going to come in fourth. Scav fifth, which is pretty good actually. I think he was the one who benefited the most from those conditions. Because he was running pretty much last, I think, until the weather. Ooh, and that's all I'm going to get to see. So Mist first wins and secures championship and comfortably extending his lead. And Smithy with a nice second place. Falcon third, had to battle hard, as is Summers. I think Scav benefited massively on a, I'm saying, by luck or by judgment, who knows, on the rain spell that they had. Footer as well, I think, benefited from that. Grandad definitely didn't, nor did Scary Biker, who actually finished 8th. I've been battling with the lead. Footy Mad looked good for a moment, but didn't quite work out. Ricky and Speed Freak having their own battle. Pilgrim possibly rage quit, which is a shame, because if he had stayed out for a little bit longer, he'd might have found himself in for a chance for the win. It's the old adage of motor racing. You never give up, you keep going, because you never know what might happen ahead of you. Anyway, that concludes the championship. So they'll probably start the next one on the very next Wednesday, which means I don't get a break at all. But that will do for that stream. At the same time, I should think, next week, 8:30.
Yeah, definitely getting a loose connection with that headset. Well, it's not. I don't know if it's the headset or if it's the controller. Oh,